There are quite a few essential oils with antiviral properties. Most of them have been shown to be effective against HSV1 or HSV2, which are viruses that cause skin diseases. And viruses are quite particular, so an essential oil that will kill one type of virus won't necessarily kill a different type of viruses. So the idea that there are antiviral oils is, yes, there are some that seem to be effective against more than one type of virus, but we don't know enough to say this is the best oil for viral problems. Having said that, there are a number of oils that look promising for influenza viruses, which are kind of similar to the virus to the new coronavirus. So diffusing tea tree or eucalyptus may be preventive for influenza, because the vapors of those oils in vitro studies do kill that virus in the air. Used in a personal inhaler, such as this, patchouli oil may be useful. Cinnamon bark oil may be useful. What I actually have in here is patchouli, bergamot, clove, and rose, because I like the smell. And I sniff this every now and again because I like it. And because clove oil or eugenol is another oil that seemed to be effective against influenza. None of these have been clinically proven to treat influenza. So maybe some of these oils might be useful for patients with COVID-19 or for prevention. Simple answer is no. There is no essential oil that has been proven to be effective against the virus that causes COVID-19. And there is no essential oil that has been proven, clinically proven to be effective in treating any aspect of the condition, as far as I know. Although clinical use doesn't always get published. And I know that people are trying all kinds of things, whether in hospital or at home right now. So it's possible. There's nothing that I know of that has been proven to be effective. And I think it's important to distinguish between prevention and treatment, because in prevention you are trying to do one thing, which is protect yourself against this virus coming into your body, or protect other people from the virus coming into their bodies. But in treatment you're doing two things. You're trying to attack the virus and reduce the viral load in the body, but you're also supporting that person. Their medical history is going to be different to other people's. Obviously we know that some people are not even affected at all. They're completely asymptomatic, whereas other people are dying. So you've got a whole range of possibilities in between. So you're not only treating the virus, but you're treating the presenting symptoms, you're treating that person, and that's not going to be the same for everyone anyway. Yes, I have seen 2 research papers published in the last 2 days. So one is on garlic essential oil constituents, and the other is on Nigella sativa, the whole plant. Some of the constituents are volatile compounds, volatile molecules found in essential oils. The tricky part about this research is that it's in silico. So this research was done on a computer. Following that, in the normal drug development process, you would see in vitro research if the in silico research looks promising, and after you've had in vitro research you would then see some research on animals and then on humans. So in the normal run of things, this is very, very, very early stages, And so we can't say from this in silico research that either garlic oil or black seed oil, whether essential oil or fatty oil, would be effective treatment. So research is happening. One of the other challenges with research on viruses is that viruses are very, very different to bacteria. Bacteria divide like our cells do. They just divide and divide and divide and divide and multiply. Viruses don't do that. They infect a host cell and then instruct the host cell's DNA to produce more viruses. That's the only way they can reproduce. That's their modus operandi. So researching viruses is a little more difficult, and everyone I know that works in a microbiology lab is already working flat out on whatever they're doing to find a treatment for this condition. And essential oils are frankly not a priority. The fact that we've seen a couple of in silico papers is certainly promising. So just a word about garlic essential oil. If you've never encountered garlic essential oil, then you may not understand just how incredibly intense it is. But I would say if it was a choice between, we know garlic oil could prevent this. If you had to, if this was the only thing that we knew worked, it would be horrible. It would be so, so bad, because diffusing this essential oil anywhere, I used to own a bottle of garlic oil, and I kept it in a jar in a box in my attic, literally. And somebody knocked on my door one day and said, I think you have a gas leak. Like, just walking past in the street, I think you have a gas leak. And they were smelling this essential oil. So I just want to emphasize that, first of all, we don't know if garlic would help. It might, but please don't diffuse it. That would be horrible.